Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'm going to go over the Draw tab. And so the Draw tab is great if you have a touch screen, and I think I've mentioned this in Excel and Word, and but you can use it with your mouse. Please don't feel that you can't. It's just you got to be very coordinated, which I'm not. So what you would find here is your select tool. This would just select something that, if you wanted to select it, you can just click on it and then just grab, and then it'll select the information for you. Draw with touch. I'm lucky because I do have a touch screen. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use the highlighter because it's probably the one that's going to look the best on here. And, oh, not really. You can kind of see my name. So that didn't work very well. Let's go ahead and pick the black pen here. And let's change the color. I can actually change the color right here. And let's see. Well, if it'll let me. It doesn't want to let me. So let's do it this way. I'll get around it either way. So I can actually write my name. This is with my mouse. I'm getting very good at that. My finger. And so it works definitely best with the touch screen though. I can even do orange if I want. And it's showing you the color here. Why it won't change for me, I don't know, but it's definitely making me a little bit cranky. Now here you have the eraser with some options. I can do a stroke eraser, so I can click on that and I'll get rid of the entire stroke. I think this is the only program in Microsoft Office that I have seen so far that allows you different eraser sizes and doesn't just do the stroke erasing. I will double check on that. So I can choose a small eraser, so I can just remove a portion of what it is that I want to erase. So say I just want to erase this part here, or I want to erase that Edith here that you can barely see. I can also do a medium eraser, which of course is going to give me something bigger. And of course you got your segment eraser, which I can actually do a larger segment of, pick a whole nother area. Or I could just do, again, the stroke eraser where I just click it on it and it gets rid of each of the areas that I had drawn on. You could do a lasso select. So let's go ahead and go back here and I'll go ahead and rewrite my name. And so I can select this with a lasso selector, and that I can it just selects it for me so that I can perhaps move it, or so it's just selecting everything. I can shrink it, I guess, is the best thing I could do with this. And because there it goes, it finally gave me the option to move. So this is where I can use the select tool. Select. Well, it's not allowing me to select, and it's not me. Well, let's do this. Cut. And let's see if it'll let me grab that now. There we go. So I can actually move these. Oh, these are those highlighters that I had. Let's try that again. Now I'm able to, so I can actually move this around, and that's how the select tool will work. It looks like I also am able to do some other things. It looks like the highlight tool is still in there, so I'm going to hit undo. I can change the thickness, so let's see if I can select this and change the thickness, if it'll let me do that as well. Well, let's get rid of that. That seems to be causing me some grief in there, doesn't it? Okay, so let's see if we can change the thickness. So yeah, you can see how I can change the thickness after changing it. I can also pick a different color. Kind of nice if you want to do some really fancy stuff like that. Automatically converts ink drawings to shapes. I have yet to have this work for me. I have tried and I have tried. Oh, it did for this time. Goes figures, after I said that I have ever had a chance to do that. So there you go. So I can actually convert it to a shape. Not exactly the shape I was looking for, but let's try it again, see if I can get a square out of this. All right, and then I would have to, let's go back here, select, okay, and there it goes. It fixed it for me again. So go figure. I could do ink to math, so I can put in my 2 + 2 here. I've done this before. Let's see if it recognizes it. Great. I can also select and correct it if I want, but let's go ahead and erase everything out of here. Say if I wrote a 4 and it came up as the K, I can actually select it and correct it and give me some alternative choices. I can also clear it. I can also do, if I choose to, let's go ahead and do 2 plus 2. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and select it if it'll let me. Okay, and now I can ink to math. It should, well, it's not recognizing it for me. See, so some things work, some things don't. Don't ask me why. My favorite comment is that I just am not a big fan of computers. So it won't let me do it that way. So I guess you have to do it this way at this point. Ink replay. So you can just see what I've written in the last few times. I could do as many times as I want, but you know, if you want to just show somebody how to do something, it goes really quick, so I don't really know that that would be useful. It might be useful in a presentation when you want to show it as drawing it out like that, but I've never seen a need for it, but you may utilize it somehow that I have not seen, and I'd be curious if you do utilize it, and I would love to see how you use it. So that's basically it for the draw tool. I'm going to close this video from here, and if you have any questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, I would really love to hear from you. edith.warden@oit.edu. My extension is 51730, and you can find me on the Skype directory, Edith Warden. Just type me in, and I should pop up, and just go ahead and add me. Thank you, and have a great day.